What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Back with a review for you guys. I haven't been doing many reviews over here on YouTube, mainly been sticking to TikTok for those, but I wanted to cover these over here on YouTube with you guys. I was sent Halloween 1 and 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2 from Viavision. Thank you again to Viavision for sending this over. Very, very awesome of you guys, along with a few other films. But yeah, I hadn't seen either one of these in quite some time. I remembered really liking the first one quite a bit and not so much the second one. So again, I was definitely excited to revisit these. I do have these in the Scream Factory smaller Halloween set. These haven't been released on 4K from them. As far as, them re-releasing a lot of the Halloween movies and everything. But these are both the unrated director's cuts as well, and it includes the theatrical versions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging before I talk about my updated thoughts on the films. You get your side load slip box like they always do from Viavision or Imprint, and you get your case inside here. Again, this contains both cuts of both films, and it includes this 4.5 hour documentary, which I have not had a chance to dive into yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to that. That sounds absolutely awesome to check that out. I don't think that is included with any other releases. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong or not. I know it's not on the Scream Factory one. Of course, those weren't actually Scream Factory releases. They were just part of the set. But I can't remember if it was on any of the DVD releases or anything, because I don't have those anymore. But you do get that in there. I believe all the other features are ported over. Here is Halloween 2 on the unrated director's cut, and then you get both theatrical cuts on one disc for each film there. You do get a little bit of inside artwork here. You get Michael here on the left side of the case there. And then on the right side of the case, you just get the credits and stuff behind that disc. But yeah, the films themselves, they both look great. I don't believe these are new transfers either. It doesn't say that they are. But they both look great. They sound great. The sound is a little bit low. I had to turn the TV up a little bit louder than usual. But again, I think these are just previous transfers. Love this artwork that they used on the slipcover in the inside case. So Halloween 1, Rob Zombie's Halloween 1, again, I remember really, really enjoying that one quite a bit, and still holds up pretty well today. Of course, that one is from 2007, I do believe. Let's see if they have the years on here. Yeah, 2007 and 2009, yeah. A lot of people are kind of mixed on whether or not they wanted the backstory of Michael. I, for one, I like that aspect of it. I like that he gave Michael a backstory and why he became the person that he became. And I think it was done pretty well. They didn't spend too much time on that part. I thought the pacing was pretty well done throughout the whole film. The casting wasn't perfect, but it was still pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of Sherry Moon outside of House of Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects, but I thought she was okay in this. In some films, she can be quite annoying. William Forsythe as the boyfriend or whatever, I thought he did great in that role as that just pathetic, loser type. And Scout Taylor Compton did good in her role. I think everybody did pretty damn good in their roles. A lot of people in this movie, too. You got Danny Trejo in here. You got just all kinds of people that you've seen in other Rob Zombie films and other horror films. I'm not going to go through the whole cast. You guys can look that up on IMDb or something if you want. But, yeah, again, I think the pacing in this is done perfectly. It keeps your attention the whole time. I think Tyler Mane as Michael, it brings this just massive presence to the character that we really haven't had before. I'm not saying Michael's been a small guy throughout the series, but definitely not as big as Tyler Mane. Yeah, it's definitely a more fearing-looking character, a more frightful character. And I like the mask obsession part of it, too. I thought that was kind of a cool thing to add to it as well. And you get plenty of nudity in here as well, so that's a plus, you know. You got Daniel Harris in here too, and just again, a great cast in here. Pretty brutal. Not overly brutal, I don't think, as far as like the gore and stuff. But yeah, I still give this like a 7 out of 10. I think this is still a pretty solid film, even, here in 2023 for a film that came out in 2007. I think it still holds up very well. But at part 2 is where we get. Let me just touch on. Before we go to part 2, let me touch a little bit on Loomis, played by Malcolm McDowell. Again, a lot of people didn't like that choice of playing Loomis. I thought it was okay. It was acceptable. I'm not the biggest Malcolm McDowell fan, besides Clockwork Orange, but I thought he was pretty good in this one. Definitely a better performance in the first one than the second one. The second one, his character gets a little too cheesy for my taste. So let's go ahead and dive into the second. I just wanted to touch on Loomis's character. As far as part 2, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. I really don't. I hated this one when I first saw it. I rewatched it many years ago. I was like, you know what? It's not great, but this is really brutal. So I'll give it that. And I started to like it a little bit more. This time around, I'm kind of back to where I started with hating this fucking film. I don't think he knew what he was really trying to do. I don't know. I could be wrong. I often am wrong, but I don't know. I get the psychic connections and stuff like that, and the dreams, and I don't know. There's a lot of filler in here too, where they're just kind of sitting around doing nothing. The dialogue is a lot worse than the first one as well. I think this one was going more for the kills, the gore factor, stuff like that, than it was for the storyline, and him wanting to portray his wife in these dream sequences with white horses because it's something he just wanted to fucking do. That really takes you out of this one, in my opinion. I mean, this is a slasher film. It's Michael Myers. It's Halloween. We don't need all these undertones and everything that it means something more than it is. He's pure evil. He just fucking kills. Okay. We don't need, again, this like psychic connection to each other and being able to talk to your mom, your dead mom, and Michael's not even wearing the mask like 90% of the fucking movie. Is just walking around like some burly hobo, and just that really takes away. I mean, we barely saw Michael without a mask in the other films, and now it's like I said, like 90% of the time he's not wearing one in the second one. A lot of it in the first one too, I guess, but. That was, him being locked up and things like that and couldn't wear that mask, and I don't know. It doesn't work for me. The story doesn't work for me. I thought the acting really went downhill in the second part. Again, you do have, a lot of people in here. You got Chester Chesterfield, played by Sid Haig, in here for all of one fucking scene, but I don't know. The only cool parts is where he's got the gravestone and the pumpkin, and that's pretty cool. But the whole, Laurie being held down by Michael as a kid who's not really there, and again all the dream sequences, and I don't know what he was really trying to do with this one. I don't hate it. I just don't like it that much. Again, I mean, it's worth it, the watch, for, some of the brutal kills and everything. But as far as being a good film, no, it's not, in my opinion. It definitely has lower ratings across the board on, sites and stuff than the first one does. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of both of these movies. I'm not gonna talk, a lot about the story. It's Halloween, so you guys have all seen them. I mean, the second one, she finds out, Laurie finds out that she's his sister and freaks out and just doesn't really care about much anymore. More things happen to poor Annie Brackett. I think Brad Dourif did really good in both of these as well. You know, the voice of Chucky, we don't really see him too much as himself in a lot of films. Well, he's been in a lot of films playing regular roles, but I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but a lot of people don't recognize Brad Dourif as him because they're used to just him being the voice of a doll. But I think he's a really good actor in his own right. But yeah, I don't know. I was happy to revisit both of these, though. I'm looking forward to checking out this 4.5 hour documentary. That is insane. I believe all the other features are ported over. Let's see. For the first one, you get unrated director's cut with feature-length commentary by writer-director Rob Zombie. Deleted scenes with optional commentary. You get an alternate ending with optional commentary. Bloopers, the mini Mask of Michael Myers, reimagining Halloween, meet the cast, casting sessions, and Scout Teller Compton screen test. For part 2, you get an audio commentary with Rob Zombie. Deleted and alternate scenes, audition footage, makeup test, bloopers, Captain Clegg and the Night Creatures music videos, Uncle Seymour Coffin stand-up routines, the guy that's at the concert that's not funny at all. And then, yeah, again, the 4.5 hour documentary. That's a 2008 documentary, so I guess that has been on something. It doesn't say it's with that Scream Factory set. And then special features on there, a conversation with Rob Zombie. This is region free, by the way. This is an Australian release, again, from Viavision. And yeah, that's my thoughts on this. It's fairly inexpensive set. If you guys are Halloween completionists, you definitely want to grab this, add it to the collection. It's a nice slipcase and nice presentation overall. And yeah, so yeah, you guys can order this directly from Viavision. Or you can order from sites like Diabolic DVD, Orbit DVD here in the States. Places like that sell media from other countries and things. But I will leave the link down in the comment section if you guys want to order this directly from Viavision and help support them directly and everything. Yeah, so I think that's going to about do it for this video. I'll keep this nice and short and sweet for you guys. I just, again, wanted to jump on this side of things instead of just doing these on TikTok. Nothing fancy on these reviews, just get them out there quickly for you guys. Maybe I'll get back to doing the real in-depth reviews. But for something like this that you guys have seen, these movies, I don't need to tell you guys the complete story of everything that happens. You guys already know. But yeah, Tyler Mane is Michael Myers. He's just a hulking beast of a man. Definitely not somebody you want to fuck with. Really nice guy in person, though. I've met most of the people in this movie. The big stars. But and they're all just great. Of course, Sid Haig no longer with us. Along with I think Tom Towles is in here as well. I believe in the first one. Of course, he's not with us anymore either. A couple of people have passed away since, but yeah, Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2. 1's fucking awesome. 2's bearable. If you haven't seen it, give it a watch. Form your own opinion. But yeah. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff if you have not. And as always, peace, love, happiness to all of you. And I will catch you next time. Later.